Well, hello and welcome back to Riverbend Springs. As you will notice, it is still March, and that is because I've forgotten to roll. And rolling is very important. Right, our roller's up here. We need to grab a tractor. What tractor do we need? Oh, that'll do. The one I started on. So, we've got to get a... Oh, no, come on, get rid of that. I can't detach the tractor. I have to detach the cultivator. Right, so we'll go get a roller. We'll very quickly roll the fields that we have planted in. So it'll be the two cotton fields down the bottom, and the... what do you call it? Sunflower field up the top. Honestly, sometimes my mind just doesn't work. So the roller is all the way up here. We have obviously forgotten to roll the two cotton fields that we did last time, and now that they've germinated it is far too late. But I definitely want to get these rolled before we move on to April. That's obviously all we've got to do before we move on to April, but it is something we've got to do nonetheless. I need to be taking better care of my tractors and things as well. It gets to the end of an episode and then I think, we're all done, that's good, but no. We need to be properly maintaining them. Otherwise the expenses will increase exponentially. Right, try not to run over my eggs. We'll get this taken down to the little fields down the bottom, and we'll get them rolled. As soon as we have done that, we can move on to April. We can get the workers going in the fields to get the oilseed radish cultivated in, and get sunflowers put into the other big field, and then we can start to do oats as well. Not forgetting, obviously, to roll them all as we do that. Right, let's unfold. There we go. It took a little time. We will get the steering assist lines on, although it's not overly straightforward anyway. Right, it is not going to take me very long to get these things rolled with this roller, so I'm just going to crack on and get that done in a time lapse, and we'll move on to April. So I will see you early April. And here we are, fresh as a daisy in April. So, excellent. That's finished already. Yeah, I'll set that going overnight. So, which is wonderful news. We have a number of weeds that we need to deal with. That's not ideal. Right, I need to get this over to the other big field. In the meantime, we can... Yeah, where is it? Come on. There it is. Start this worker off in here, doing sunflowers once again. Delightful. I should have just gone backwards from this tractor, shouldn't I? So, that is going to be doing the sunflowers in there. Fantastic news. We can get then the seeder onto the Fendt tractor. Start off maybe by putting the rice into the rice paddy. Long grain rice we're doing this year. But yeah, we need to get this one going all the way over here. It would be really useful to get the yeah, we need to get the weeder, or the, don't know, that might be even too big a weeds for the weeder already after just germinating. But yeah, the sprayer's going to have to be put to work this year. We have got a number of fields that are low on nitrogen, or even just in little bits low on nitrogen. Oh, how are the cows doing for food? Oh, they're out. Brilliant. So another feed mix to make up there as well. It's just non-stop, isn't it? Absolutely non-stop. No doubt there will be... there won't be any weeds in that field up there because we ploughed it. But this one has to be cultivated too. So let's get that going now. Brilliant. Right. Yeah, this has got weeds in it. Oh, I don't want to start the engine. I want to get out. Weeds, medium, hoe. So at least we can use the hoe. Oh, there is a bit of food in... Oh, crikey. I'm wedged. There is a little bit of food in the cow pen, but not much. So we do need to make another one. I'll quickly do that now off camera. I'm going to make a couple of mixes. And then... yeah, we'll get the Fendt onto the hoe. It'd be useful to get that done, I think, first. Or maybe... or get the Fendt onto the seed drill. And then when the New Hollander's finished, we get that onto the hoe. Anyway. Cow food first. Okay, so with that out the way, cows are now fed and they have bedding. Not a full load of bedding, but they've got 3 bales worth, which is a lot. We'll get this tractor working on the seeding. I don't think our Deutschfahrer is going to be up to doing the hoeing. I think it'll be a little bit too small for that. Yeah, and we've got weeds in this field as well that we've got to sort out. Actually, the John Deere comes available after this, doesn't it? Because the rest of the fields are going to be sown. Right, so that's all sorted, but we want to switch over to long grain rice. There we go. You may seed. So we'll hop over to the Skoda. There it is. We need to bring some seed over towards the seed drill in case it needs a bit more. In fact, how's the planter doing for seed? Not too bad. It can probably, I would say, do the rest of this field on what it's got. Fantastic. Yeah, lots of weeds in there. So what we could be doing is getting the spraying done on the fields that we've already... I'm in a silly position. Let's move away from the end a bit. And I'm not going to be in the way when he wants to turn around. So, sprayer. There it is. We've got herbicide on board already, which is fantastic. So we might as well go do the little field to start with. And then we'll go down and do the other fields. Well, the other one field, I think. I think it's only one field that's got large weeds in. Oh no, the little field won't need it, will it? Because, like I said before, we ploughed that one. So they shouldn't be growing back. Yes, no weeds in there. So it's just the other field with the established weeds in it. Let's go and get that sorted. And yeah, then we'll move on to the hoeing when we've got the John Deere. Well, that is the spraying done. We will need this again for fertilizer. I'm not sure why it didn't follow the tram lines, but never mind. Well, I was wrong. It didn't have enough seed to finish. Let's take this over there now. Get it filled back up. Obviously, rice doesn't take an awful lot. More wool on the way, look. Love our zippy little seed delivery service. Okay, let's just get it topped up and start it off again. Jump out. Seed delivery service. Away! Right. How are we getting on over here then? Should be moving on to the headland next. John Deere is very nearly finished planting that field there. Be able to get that weeded as well in May. But we do need to get this seeder going on the oat fields. Oh dear. Look at my pH value. Gonna need to lime again this year, aren't we? I say this year, I mean next year. Ooh, where are we going? You undecided, are we? Right, jump in. Oh dear, you've only got 50 litres as well. Well, you're going to need some more too, aren't you? Honestly, worker C, some heads up wouldn't go amiss. In we jump. Oh, did I turn it off? It's certainly not going to last very far down this bit, I don't think. Its first lap of the headland. As soon as you're ready for it, take the seed. Oh, you're not going to do that, are you? Yes, there we go. Right. He's now empty. Not using much fertilizer though, which is fantastic news. We'll get all that seed put into there. Ah. Oh, we do have a couple more seed bags actually up the other field, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. Get that worker heading off again. There we go. Seed delivery manager is now done. I'm hoping that maybe we can get the oats going in the big field first then. I think that would be good. In the meantime, I think that is the... Yep, the John Deere has now finished. Which is fantastic news. Let's have a look at the map. Yep, look at that. Beautiful sunflower crop. Yeah, we'll be able to get the worker going on here first. We have got fantastic looking crops going in. Right. I don't think we've got crop destruction on yet, so there's no point changing the tracks. But yeah, we definitely need to get the hoe and to go and hoe the fields. Nice quick job, because the hoe can work at 15 miles per hour, I believe. Could be 14, could be 15. So we're going to do that, I think. No, there's rain on the way. Not again. Right, let's take this up to the shed first, because we're going there for the hoe anyway. When's the rain coming? Oh, it's only a little bit at 4 o'clock. We should be fine then. And what about sales this month? Nope, nothing in April. We're good. It would be clothes, I think, if we had anything. April is definitely the month to sell clothes, but we're not doing clothes. I don't know why we're not doing clothes. We've got a spinnery. We should really think about doing clothes, although we need fabric for other things as well, but not especially a lot. Here we go. One of the dreaded fields with the horrible weeds. That's not me saying horrible in a weird way. That is the hoeable weeds. The weeds that are hoeable. Anyway. Enough of that silly talk. Let's get on and get those weeds out. Right then, so we've put the weeder now, or the hoe now, on a worker, I should say. We're going to get the Fendt tractor filled up with seed and get it working on the oat fields. One of them is going to be there. The other one is going to be the big one that we've just cultivated. Well, I say we've just cultivated, but the workers just cultivated. So we can get it filled up with the seed bags that we've got over at the big field and then set it going on there. It's going to take a little while to get that field done. But then once it has done that, we'll get it back down here to do the other field. So, need to switch over to oats. There we go. Oats are good. We can make flour out of oats. It may not yield that well, but we can make flour and we can get straw, which is also required. It's April now, so the grass has grown again. We can start looking at that in May. Get it all cut and made into hay. Not sure what we've got in the way of hay and silage. We'll have to have a look and then decide what we want to do. I think one of these fields we could turn into a arable crop. I'm thinking maybe this one, maybe we make it into sorghum, but that could be done in May as well. We'd get one final cut off it, obviously, and then we would make it into sorghum. Right then. Fill. Hopefully I have plenty of seed here, and we'll top up again if there's any of that bag left. There isn't. Wow, 99% that got it to. Fantastic. Okay, so this field looks good in terms of nitrogen, so we shouldn't be using a lot of fertilizer on here. Unfortunately, has to do 3 headlands, but never mind. And we need to go and do some rolling. We've now got 2 fields to roll. The big one next to where the roller is, which is the sunflower field, and the rice paddy. Fairly sure you can do the rice paddy as well. You can roll the rice paddy. But either way, that's what we'll be doing. Question is, where shall I store the cultivator? Nah, over here looks like a good place with the plough. Oh, that was good. Narrowly avoided it, but there we go. Just tuck it in over here. Beautiful. And now, let's roll. Right, well, this rolling is a slow job, as are the other jobs that we are currently doing. As you can see from the mini-map, or the maxi-map now, the hoe has finished. The oats are still going into field 24. I'll move the hoe over to 43, 46. We need to roll the rice paddy, which we'll do next. But yeah. It's I'm definitely going to split April over 2 different months. So let's just jump into the John Deere. That's right. It's the John Deere. So, get that folded up and take it over to the other field ready for hoeing. In fact, we could set it off on a worker, because in FS25 your workers continue when you reload the game from where they left off before. Here we go. Not a lot of weeds in this field, but enough anyway. Oh. Why can't I do a worker? Oh, that's better. Right, off you go. How are we getting on for seed over in this field? Not bad at all, actually. Not done a huge amount, but still going strong. As for us, we'll get the roller all ready over here, but we're going to finish there for today. It's been a good episode. We've managed to get quite a lot done, and we've moved on to April. But I've got a feeling we're going to be working late April to get that field sorted as well. Yes, we shall just have to wait and see. But we're going to finish there for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.